The New York Yankees might be on the verge of a surprising turn this season, one that could catch many off guard. For a team with such a storied history and lofty expectations, moments like these don't come along often. But when they do, they can define a season. What's fueling this sense of anticipation is a player who hasn't yet fully broken out, but has shown flashes of real potential that could soon blossom into something much bigger. The focus here is Oswald Pza, a young third baseman who has been in and out of the lineup, yet has the tools to be a key piece for the Yankees moving forward. Since Peraza's injury, the team has been rotating the third base position mainly between him and Bobby Dalbec. Neither has been able to claim the spot outright, and that inconsistency has affected the team's offensive rhythm. However, the whispers growing louder among fans and analysts alike suggest that maybe it's time to give Pza a more extended chance, not just a couple of games here and there, but a real consistent run. Defensively, Pza has proven himself to be more than capable. His glove work at third base is solid, showing great range and reflexes, which is vital for a position that demands quick reactions and a strong arm. The question always circles back to his bat. Can he find the consistency at the plate that will elevate him from a defensive specialist to a true everyday threat? There are encouraging signs that the answer might be yes. In the most recent game, Pza delivered a clutch home run that turned out to be the difference maker in a tight victory. This wasn't just any home run. It was the kind of moment that can ignite a player's confidence and give the entire dugout a lift. After all, baseball is as much a mental game as it is physical, and confidence can be the difference between a player struggling to get by and one who suddenly starts to excel. Watching Peraza's reaction and how his teammates celebrated with him made it clear how important that moment was for him. It was a much-needed boost that could mark the turning point in his season. If Pza can ride that wave of confidence and continue to produce at the plate, the Yankees might have found their right-handed bat they've been searching for. The market for quality third basemen is tight, and big-name trades or signings aren't always feasible, especially mid-season. So giving an in-house option a chance not only makes financial sense, but also shows faith in a player who has already demonstrated flashes of brilliance. It's a gamble, sure, but one that could pay off handsomely. Looking deeper into the numbers, Peraza's current statistics might not tell the full story. His batting average sits on the lower side, but when you examine his expected batting average and other advanced metrics like slugging percentage and on-base plus slugging, OPS, there's an optimistic picture emerging. These stats suggest that Peraza's performance at the plate should be better than what's currently reflected in his traditional numbers. This kind of discrepancy often points to bad luck or just needing a little time for the results to catch up with the skill level. If that happens, the Yankees could be in for a solid boost from a player many have written off too soon. By contrast, Bobby Dalbec, who has also been sharing time at third base, hasn't provided the offensive spark the Yankees need to justify him as a full-time starter. His numbers are modest, and defensively, he hasn't shown the same level of reliability as Pza. While Dalbec is a capable player, the team might be better served by doubling down on Peraza's potential, especially if that recent home run is any indication of what he can do once his confidence and timing click into place. It's important to remember that Pza is still young and developing. Many players don't hit their stride until they've had a consistent opportunity to play every day. The Yankees could benefit from allowing him that chance, especially with a third of the season already behind them. If they wait too long or keep rotating players in and out of the lineup, Pza may never get the chance to build momentum or show what he's truly capable of. On the pitching side, there's also reason for optimism. Carlos Rodon has emerged as a key figure in the Yankees' rotation, delivering performances that have exceeded expectations. Last season, Rodon was solid but not spectacular, with a respectable earned run average ERA just under 4. This year, however, he has been outstanding, boasting an ERA around 2.6 and piling up strikeouts at a remarkable pace. His ability to consistently deliver quality starts gives the Yankees a dependable arm that they can lean on during critical stretches. Alongside Rodon, Max Fried has also been pitching at a high level, strengthening the team's rotation and providing much-needed stability. Fans still dream of having Garrett Cole back in the fold, and while that would undoubtedly elevate the staff even further, Rodon and Fried's performances have gone a long way toward filling that gap. With Luis Severino expected to return soon, the Yankees' pitching depth is shaping up well, giving them a strong core of starters to support their playoff push. All of these factors combined point to a Yankees team that, while facing challenges, has untapped potential waiting to be unleashed. Oswald Pza's development could be a critical piece of the puzzle, offering a right-handed bat and solid defense at a position where the team has lacked consistency. If the coaching staff and front office have the patience to let him find his rhythm, and if Pza can build on the momentum from his recent heroics, the Yankees might just surprise a lot of people with how competitive they become down the stretch. The key will be whether Pza can maintain that confidence and translate it into sustained production. Baseball seasons are long, and slumps and streaks are part of the game. But the mental edge gained from a pivotal moment like a game-winning home run can change everything for a player. The Yankees could be sitting on a potential breakthrough. That might redefine their lineup and energize the team in a way that few expected this year. While the trade market for third baseman is limited and the Yankees have options in the minors, none seem to offer the blend of defense, youth, and upside that Pza does. Giving him the leash to develop at the major league level is a risk, but it's one grounded in evidence and recent results. And if he falters, the team still has alternatives to fall back on. But this feels like a moment worth seizing. In the grand scheme, this situation with Pza is a microcosm of what makes baseball fascinating. The blend of raw talent, opportunity, mental resilience, and timing. The Yankees, with their championship aspirations, are hoping that these elements align just right for Pza to become a key contributor. If that happens, it won't just be a surprise for the fans. It could be a defining storyline for the season. The potential for growth is there, the tools are evident, and the confidence boost is fresh. All that remains is for Pza to keep working, stay focused, and turn those moments of promise into consistent performance. For a team like the Yankees, which thrives on big moments and star power, uncovering this kind of hidden gem could be exactly what they need to push deeper into the postseason and challenge for the title once again. Continuing on the topic of the Yankees season and the potential role of Oswald Pza, there are several additional factors worth exploring that could impact how this story unfolds. One of the biggest questions revolves around the team's strategy at third base going forward. With Pza showing signs of promise but still inconsistent, and Bobby Dalbec providing a decent but not spectacular alternative, the Yankees face a classic dilemma. Do they commit fully to developing a young player who might blossom, or do they continue to rely on more experienced, if limited, options while seeking outside help? This balance between patience and urgency is critical for any team chasing a championship. It's also important to consider the broader context of the Yankees roster and how Pza fits into it. The Yankees have been known for their willingness to invest in star power and big acquisitions, but sometimes the difference maker comes from within. If Pza can rise to the occasion, it could signal a shift toward trusting homegrown talent more, especially in key positions. That would have ripple effects not just on the lineup, but also on the team's payroll flexibility and long-term planning. The mental aspect of Pza's situation cannot be overstated. Young players often struggle with consistency early in their careers because they haven't yet developed the mental toughness required to handle the ups and downs of Major League Baseball. The fact that Pza hit a home run recently that felt like a breakthrough moment is significant. It suggests he's starting to find his footing, and that confidence might be just what he needs to build on. The Yankees coaching staff will have to play a vital role in nurturing this confidence while helping him adjust and improve where necessary. Looking at the pitching side, Carlos Rodon's emergence as a reliable starter has been a game changer for the Yankees. His performance this season, with a strong earned run average and high strikeout totals, has added a much-needed stability to the rotation. Rodon's ability to consistently deliver quality innings eases pressure on the bullpen and gives the Yankees a chance to compete in every game. Along with Max Fried, who has also been pitching exceptionally well, the rotation is shaping up to be one of the team's strengths. This pitching depth could allow the Yankees to take a bit more risk on the offensive side, like giving Peraza a longer leash to prove himself without the immediate pressure of having to produce instantly. Another interesting angle is the comparison between Peraza and other players who have gone through similar development curves. Many successful major leaguers didn't start off as stars, but grew into their roles over time as they gained experience and confidence. The Yankees have the luxury of a deep system and a history of developing talent, which means they have the resources to be patient. If Peraza can tap into that developmental support and show steady improvement, the payoff could be substantial. There is also the question of the Yankees' trade deadline plans and how that might affect Peraza's role. While the team could look to acquire more experienced players at third base or elsewhere, the current market doesn't offer many appealing options. Trades often require giving up valuable prospects or taking on big contracts, which might not align with the team's goals. Therefore, maximizing what they already have on the roster becomes even more important. Giving Peraza a real opportunity fits perfectly into that approach and could pay dividends if he responds positively. The defensive side of the game is often overlooked in discussions about young players, but it's crucial here. Peraza's glove work at third base has been praised, and that kind of defensive reliability provides a foundation for any player's value. If he can combine solid defense with improved offensive production, he becomes a far more valuable asset. For a team like the Yankees, which values defense up the middle and in the corners, having a third baseman who can contribute on both sides of the ball is a big advantage. Furthermore, the chemistry within the clubhouse is another factor that might influence how Peraza's role develops. Baseball teams are complex ecosystems where personality, leadership, and morale can impact performance. The fact that Peraza's teammates celebrated his recent home run enthusiastically suggests he is well regarded and supported in the locker room. This kind of environment is ideal for a young player trying to break through, as it provides encouragement and reduces pressure. As the season progresses, the Yankees management will need to monitor Peraza's progress closely. They will have to decide whether to continue giving him opportunities or to explore other options if he struggles. However, the early signs indicate that he has the talent and now the confidence to make a meaningful impact. The coaching staff's ability to manage his workload and keep him mentally focused will be essential to his success. On a broader level, this situation highlights the delicate balance every team must strike between development and winning now. The Yankees are always in the hunt for a championship, but they also need to think about the future. Investing in a young player like Peraza is part of that long-term strategy, and if it works out, it can create a core that sustains success for years to come. The question remains whether this season will be the year Peraza steps up and becomes that key piece. In conclusion, while challenges remain, the Yankees have reasons to be optimistic. Oswald Peraza's recent performance and underlying numbers suggest that he could be a surprise contributor this season. Combined with the strength of their pitching staff and the overall depth of the roster, the team has multiple avenues to remain competitive. The next few weeks will be critical in determining whether Peraza can seize his opportunity and whether the Yankees can capitalize on the potential that lies within their own ranks. Fans should keep a close eye on how this story unfolds because it could very well define the trajectory of the Yankees season going forward. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a stunning turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the baseball world, rumors are swirling that Freddie Freeman, the perennial all-star and one of the most respected figures in Major League Baseball, could be on his way to the Bronx in what insiders are calling a historic deal. Though no official confirmation has surfaced, multiple sources close to the negotiations suggest that Freeman and the New York Yankees are in advanced discussions, potentially finalizing an agreement that would redefine the upcoming MLB season. Whispers began early this week, with speculation intensifying after Freeman was spotted in New York City, allegedly meeting with Yankees executives. While some dismiss these sightings as mere coincidence, others believe it is a clear signal that something monumental is brewing. Given the Yankees' relentless pursuit of offensive firepower and Freeman's established reputation as a premier hitter and defensive stalwart at first base, the potential partnership seems almost too perfect to ignore. If the deal materializes, it could represent one of the most significant free agent acquisitions in Yankees history, perhaps rivaling the likes of Reggie Jackson and Garrett Cole. Freeman's presence would undoubtedly bolster an already formidable lineup, providing protection for sluggers like Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton while offering leadership in the clubhouse. Moreover, his left-handed bat is ideally suited for Yankee Stadium's short right field porch, a factor that has reportedly intrigued Yankees GM Brian Cashman for some time. However, as with all rumors of this magnitude, skepticism remains. Some insiders argue that Freeman is still in discussions with his current team, hoping to negotiate a new contract that would keep him in familiar surroundings. Others suggest that the Yankees might be using Freeman's name as leverage in talks with other potential targets. Regardless of the ultimate outcome, the possibility of Freddie Freeman donning the iconic pinstripes has fans and analysts alike buzzing with anticipation. Social media has erupted with mock-ups of Freeman in a Yankees uniform, while sports talk shows are dedicating hours of airtime to dissecting every possible scenario. Could this be the move that finally propels the Yankees back to World Series glory? Or is it merely another chapter in the endless theater of off-season speculation? For now, the baseball world watches and waits, captivated by the tantalizing prospect of a power surge in the Bronx. One thing is certain: if this deal does go through, it will be remembered as one of the defining moments of this MLB offseason. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.